What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Happy Thanksgiving if you are watching this live. So today we're going to be talking about how to collar flank, and I'm going to try to teach y'all a very safe proof way, but you have to do the steps correctly in order to be able to get your collar flank. And what I hopefully teach you today is going to make sense whenever you are trying to learn how to collar flank and like why you may miss your collar flank. So collar flanking is literally just going into the collar and being able to catch that front leg in the air. We are going to go right back to the basics of just how to flank a goat, okay? The biggest part of this collar flank is making sure that this angle of your quad is low, okay? So like if I have an angle like this is pointing down. So if I put a ball on it, it's going to roll down. Whereas if I actually sit, this ball is not going to have much of a chance to roll across it as what it would if I stand up. So what I want to do is just make sure that I have a good angle on my quads in order to keep this goat with me, so I'm not having to chase this goat to the ground. So this is what I mean. Before we actually get into that, I want to show you where I go in on the collar. So collar flanking can mean a lot of different things. But whenever I collar flank, truly collar flank, I like to go all the way into that collar. Do not stop at the snap. Go all the way into that collar so that it's tight and that there's no like lag time whenever you're trying to get your goat up. Collar flanking can also be done from the neck, the shoulder, literally anywhere on this goat's body that you can get a hand on so that you can move your hand to that front leg whenever you need to. So going from the collar, what I want to do is just make sure that this angle is correct to where I sit down in my flank so that this leg is not moving away. So like if you look at this goat, I stand up, okay, like so. As you can tell, this goat can move down a lot. Well, I'm going to be chasing this front leg in the air if I don't get my angle correct whenever I go to start flanking my goat. So what I want to do is whenever I go to flank this goat, I want to bump and sit so that this front leg is always going to be here, even if I miss it on the first try, so that whenever I do start going down towards the ground, I'm not scrambling at all. So from this angle, what I like to try to teach girls to do is when they're first learning how to collar flank, I like to teach them to look for that front leg. Like as soon as you see it up in the air, that's when you start to go for it. Now when I collar flank, I am not just reaching, because as you can tell, I can miss my goat. I like to slide my hand down that goat's neck and down towards like the shoulder and then onto the leg so that I'm always keeping contact on this goat, because if I ever just like let loose willy-nilly, then who knows what I might catch. So what I like to do is bump, get this goat up and slide my hand all the way down so that I can go for a good solid collar flank. So that is how I collar flank. Now I do know some girls who collar flank while straddled, but it is very hard because whenever you put a rope that's super tight right here, it's really hard to use your left hand like you're bound up, okay? So I try not to collar flank a whole lot whenever I'm straddled, but you can if you get some slack in the rope with your goat. So that is how I collar flank. If you have any questions about it, please let me know. We do have Black Friday deals going on right now, so check those out on our website at fpgoattime.com. Make sure to subscribe to our channel, give this video a thumbs up, and let me know if you have any questions or what other videos I can provide for you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next week.